Hey, good afternoon. It's the Trigger, Rich Trigger back for another 2 p.m. with the Trigger. I hope you're doing well. I hope the holiday season is it's really kicking up is something fun for you. I always enjoy the holidays. I always love the festivities, the colors, and if there's snow on the ground, there's always a good snowball fight to be had out there, right? So I know across the country, snow is sweeping in. It's beautiful here in the DC area today. It's almost 50 degrees and sunshine, and we saw some green on the ground. So it's going to be a great weekend to go explore. I hope you go out and explore wherever you're at and having a good time. But one thing with the holidays is stress. You cannot escape it. You have the stress of family, of shopping, of maybe you're going to go travel and you don't know what the travel is going to be about. You still have the stress of your job because even though you're off on vacation, hopefully, there's still that job is always in your back of the head. Maybe you're going to work hard shifts, on shifts. Maybe you are the ones that got the holiday, the lucky call to do the holiday job, swing shift or whatever it was. Jobs are stressful. The brand new list of the most stressful jobs came out, and it's very interesting about this list. So this comes directly from the Department of Labor's Occupational Information Network. So they do a big thing about the most stressful jobs across the country. The findings are based on over 873 different organizations. And they define a stressful job as this very interesting here as one of the most requiring that gets you the most criticism. It's you're trying to deal with it commonly, and you're trying to be effective in a high stress job. So you're in the pressure cooker, you're gonna get criticism, and yet you're trying your best to smile and have a good time and do it every day. It's very interesting because a lot of them are medical related, which you would think. Within the top 10, there's several medical related one. The number one on the list is medical related use. Um, but then you have like number four is judges, magistrates. My father was a judge. I can tell you, stressful job. It's not an easy job at all. And we've had judges in the news lately. You can tell they do have a lot of criticism and things like that going on. Public safety, telecommunications, 911 operators came in at number 8. But the reason I want to point this out today is at number two, of the most stressful jobs in the United States is film and video editors. Boom. That's the area that I live in. That's the area of media content creators. There are thousands upon thousands of content creators. There are production companies. There are voiceover companies. There are now TikTok, Instagram. Think of every social media platform and this video editing of making the most compelling short video, the overlays, the little irky jerky quick jump cuts. Even what I'm doing here, when I'm on multiple platforms today. Again, I'm back on 5 different platforms. I don't need to edit as much anymore with some of the tools I'm using because it is stressful. I work with people that have production companies and they're under a pressure cooker of film it, edit it, get it back out. The client wants it, and it's always a deadline, whether it's the internal deadline, whether it's the external deadline, whether it's just, they call you up. You got the finished product. You send them the finished product, and the client, find one more thing you want edited, and they say, "Can you get it back because we're going to roll it live on Monday?" You're back on a new deadline now. You're back on that new deadline as we thought it was done, and we're going to go back in and edit it one more time. The second most stressful job is film and video editors. And yet this is increasing exponentially in the United States and around the world. I get LinkedIn connection requests. I get email from around the world now, a video editing, creating company saying, "Hi, we see you work with media. Can you want to know about our services?" So it's not just here in the States. This is exponentially growing. What can we do? What can we do to help de-stress like this? And hey, Monica, great to see you here with us today. Awesome. Thank you for dropping in the chat. By the way, as I'm going on, feel free to drop in the chat, ask questions. How stressful is your job? Do you think video editing is that stressful as a job? One of the ways I think to de-stress it is always maintain the fun. It's a creative place to be. I love being in the media world. I've been in and out of it, but I always get pulled back into it. I really make my livelihood now back into it full again. And it's amazing that if I keep the fun side of media creation, if I keep that Walt Disney playful mind of how much fun can I have every day, either creating a short, doing a long, doing a live stream, doing a book launch. If I can keep the fun at the forefront while I help my clients, while I create good content to bring a funnel in, the fun always, for me, helps cover the stress. And there are months when I don't have as many deadlines. And then there are months when I have projects that are lined up one after one after one. And the editing, the post discussion, uh, it does become very stressful, but I have to keep the fun in it. It is creative, so I don't just do the same thing over and over again. When I create content, when I do a book launch and we edit it and clean it up for our clients, when we do one of our showcase videos, I intentionally do it a little bit differently every time because I don't want a cookie cutter. Well, that's another way to keep it from being too stressful is intentionally keep the fresh creativity coming out. Try something new with your video editing, with your film shooting. Um, Come up with ways that you also work in collaboration. You want to not be stressed? Don't do it alone. Find a team, create a team where you actually get more people involved with the process. And I don't think you're going to be quite as stressful. Again, this week on How to Rock the Stage show, I took them behind the scenes and I showed them how I use this tool, Restream, to broadcast multiple channels, how easy it is to do transitions and name bars and other amazing things and keep the conversation going. The amount of post edit work I have to do now for my live shows is next to nothing. It really is. I have cut down that editing process so I can stay in creative mode. I can have more fun with my guests and I can have it funnel and kick back around to be seen and heard a lot quicker. That takes a lot of pressure off. The stress factor has gone way down here at Rock the Stage Media because of using better tools. That's another way to de-stress. Find the better tools. When I showed our live studio audience behind the scenes of this, a lot of people were asking, how do I get it, Rich? Where do I go? Or can you help me learn this? Because they immediately saw the benefit of the stress level, the fun engagement level, the things that are going to help make this easier for everybody. And really, isn't that what we want? Don't we want to have more fun, make it easier, still have it look sharp and great, attract more people with our content, and in the end, the clients go, "Wow, I want more of that trigger. I want more of what Rock the Stage can do for me. Thank you very much. And you make it look so darn easy. I want to keep working with you." That's where the payoff is of keeping it without the stress. Because you know what? Your clients will see the stress. I guarantee you, if you're doing consultations, review, evaluation, here's how the first run goes. Here's how we're thinking about laying it out. And you do another call. The more stress you have, the more you are shooting that stress out to other people and they will pick up on that stress. And you know what? It affects your client relationship. It will affect the bottom line and it will definitely impact if they come back for more. Find ways to de-stress. This holiday season, find ways to de-stress. Every year, there's always going to be that one argument around the dinner table. There's always that one family member that everyone's a little bit worried about what they're going to say. And it just starts adding to the stress. This list has, again, the top 10 most stressful jobs in America. Most of them are medical related. Like I said, you would expect that. Like number 9 is the first line supervisors and retail sales workers. If you're in retail, if you're working, and I've done that over the holiday season, oh yeah, you hate going to work. You hate having one more customer ask if they have that one more item that you're already out of stock of. You don't know when you're going to get it back, and you have to smile and tell them, "It's okay, ma'am. One of the most stressful jobs over the next several weeks is working in retail. But it blew me away. Part of the reason I'm sharing this, it blew me away that they ranked the film and video editing as number 2. I would have rearranged this list. I definitely would have put the retail worker above the video editor. But this is a research that, again, this comes from the Department of Labor Occupational Information Department, and 873 different companies were questioned and interviewed on this. So, according to that number, video editing is number 2. Let me give you some hope with that message, though, however. Let me turn the stress into a good thing. If they put that at number 2, that means the request for video, creative content, the demand for what we do as content creators is only going higher and higher and higher. That means there's hope for the industry that we live in and we work in. There's hope for the fact that, yes, you're under stress, but there is still a higher demand that we could ever fill of who is currently creating content. So also realize realize there's more clients out there. You're not going to run dry because, oh, everyone else took them away from you. If the stress is going up, that means the demand is going up. That means you have more opportunities as a content creator, which to me would distress me and bring me down happier to know there's always a bigger, better sale and a greater opportunity right around the corner. How much stress are you dealing with during your business hours, during your days working as a video creator? What's the hardest part of your job? Is it the editing? Is it the film creation side where you're not sure what to shoot, what angle to shoot, what filter to use? Is it working with the clients and that the client really doesn't know what they want for a product, but they want you to make it for them? Oh, I've had that happen. What's the most stressful part of your video editing, content creation? And what can you do to de-stress it, bring in more creativity, more collaboration, and lean a little bit further in and knowing there's more opportunities than ever before. So go have fun with it. I hope you have a great weekend coming up this Monday when we come back for our 2 p.m. conversation. We'll have a brief interview and a discussion. And want to join me for that on Monday. But during the weekend holiday, have fun, go play, have a snowball fight, enjoy some eggnog, love on some family. If you want to learn more about Rock the Stage Media and how we do leverage media to help you shine on stage, shine on camera, because the whole thing is we want you to be seen and heard as a go-to expert. We want you to be seen as that man, that woman in your industry, and people want to hold themselves closer to you because you are that expert in your field. You want to learn more about how we help you do that, contact me, Rich, at richbontrager.net, or as always, go to rockthestagemedia.com. We'll see you on Monday. Special interview coming up with 2 p.m. with The Trigger. Until then, have a great, wonderful weekend.